Alright, so today we're going to talk about the traditional or classic tie-in. It's going to be with one rope and tied to a clip. It's a real basic system. That's the way I learned. And in that, when I first learned, what they called the knot was a monkey fist. Well, the monkey fist isn't really, well, a monkey fist was a taut line hitch. But the taut line hitch really isn't a monkey fist. The monkey fist is what this is, and I guess this is what the boat people used to use. You know, people on ships and stuff, they would have a big heavy knot like this tied to a small string, and they would throw this to the dock or to another boat, and that's what a monkey fist is. Not really a taut line hitch. So a taut line hitch is this right here. A taut line hitch is it's two wraps above and below, connected to a running end of a rope. So it's almost like a glorified clove hitch. If you look at it, you got 4 wraps around the rope that runs, and you've got a rope that goes this way and one that goes this way. A taut line can run on you, so it's important to have a figure 8 on it. So this is what a traditional or a classic tie-in looks like. So when I first started climbing, they only had clips, like, you know, clips like this. They didn't really always look like this, and the ones that we had didn't even have locking mechanisms. So if you were going to use a carabiner, it's important to use a cinching knot, so like an anchor hitch or a bunt line, or even a double fisherman's could work. But on something like this, we could use a bowline, and in a little bit I'll show you how to do that. So on this system, the way it works is this is a running end, and every time you pull, this slides and you go up the tree. Because of the friction of this knot, it doesn't let you fall down. You pull on this, and then your line releases. You let go and it gets tight. So you got friction here, and like I said, it is a single rope, but they call it double rope or traditional because there's 2 lines. One goes up and one, you know, one's running. The side connected to you is your working end and then running end. So there's friction here, and then if you go up to where you're connected to, there's friction there. So now, friction up there could be really difficult if it were, say, a rough bark tree. So something like this ficus here, it's really smooth. It should be super easy to do. Okay, there you go. Okay, Noah, so I'm gonna start off with the taut line hitch on the traditional or classic system using a single rope, the double rope technique. So what I'll do is I'm gonna get 2 lengths of rope, arm lengths of rope. So there's one, and here's the second length. Now I need that much to have a bridge and to tie my knots. So the knot that I'm going to use will be a bowline. So here's the part where my mark for the 2 arm lengths. So I'll make my loop for the bowline, and I'll put the tail in. Now the loop of the bowline I want to have really tight to my clip, because I don't want to have extra lengths, because you have too much length, the knot kind of gets away from you. So I'll make this snug and tight. Now you can use a bowline on this ring because it's not going to come undone anywhere, and it's a regular bowline because you got a tail, and you're going to use this part on the running end of the line. So now I've got, this is my tail, and this part between this knot and the running end is called your bridge. So I think I'm going to make the bridge only about maybe 8 or 9 inches long. So I'll get my running end, I'll make 1 wrap going downward and another wrap going downward. Now I continue the same direction. Now I'm going to come upward. Now I'm going to go the same direction and do another couple of wraps. There's one, and here comes my other one. Okay, now I'm going to put it in and just kind of wrap them around the rope, and I want them to look good. I want to tie it, dress it, and set it. Now I'll put a little bit of weight and squeeze it. Got to put a little weight and squeeze this so that it doesn't run on you. Now back it up with your weight. And now with this part, the tail end, you're going to have to put a stopper knot, which will be the figure 8. And I like to do it close. So I'm going to get it really close, because on this taut line hitch, this tail end can run. Now the closer this is, means it's not going to get further away from me. Okay, so now I got it kind of tight. I'll throw my gloves on and see if I can put I'll do something called an on-rope rest. So all I'm going to do is just go a couple feet off the ground and just make sure that the knot's going to be holding for me. Here we go. Alright. Okay. So what you use in this system is something called a body thrust. So that's where you kind of lean back, you throw your hips up, and you throw the knot up. So, okay, so this is an on-rope rest. I know it's not going to fail on me. It's not running. I know that knot's going to hold. So let me go up by doing a body thrust. In body thrusting, what you're going to do is you're going to lean back, you throw your body weight, and you're going to push the knot up as you go. So it's kind of like a teeter-totter. The higher you throw your hips, the more length. There you go. Cool. So then to come down, you grab your knot and you pull it. That releases the friction. Cool. Okay, if you could show me the taut line hitch. 1, 2 lengths. Yeah. So you want to make the loop so actually the opposite of that. You want to flip it like that, and then your tail is going to go up through there. There you go. Now it's going to go, make it tight, try to go, yeah, that's good, you're good. Now go around the long end and then bring it right back through. Yeah, and when you do it, just make sure you get it snug. Yeah, tight dress and set it. Pull the long end. There you go. Now make sure you pull the long end and it's not going to run on you. Just get the up. No, the long end up. This right here. You're going to pull this up and just make sure it's tight. There you go. Cool. Now get the length of bridge you need. Couple wraps downward. Remember, that's a finicky knot, so you always want to kind of pinch it as you're doing it. Yeah, they go up, same direction. Feed it through. There you go, right there. Yep, pull it tight. Make sure it's really tight because it'll run on you if you don't. One more. There you go. Cool. Now don't let it go separate. Get them, pinch them together. There you go. Make sure you can see your the cross. Kind of pinch it and then pull the 2 pieces of rope. There you go. Pinch and then walk backwards. It's kind of, it's all in one. I mean, this knot is kind of a finicky knot where you have to do it kind of all in one motion, you know? Pinching it, walking back. There you go. How does that feel? Cool, cool. Give yourself a figure 8. Cool. Do that figure 8 there. Yeah. Pull it tight. Yeah, you got it. Okay. I'll just remind you, you did the figure 8, but so what can happen later is this knot could run on you, the distance that you have. Okay. Alright, so now make this knot run a little and then pull it tight. Yeah, there you go. Walk up to the tree. You want to grab those gloves. It'll probably make it a little bit easier. There. It looks like it's going to hold. So remember, in body thrusting, the idea is to throw your hips up and your shoulders back and kind of use your motion so you use less, I guess, energy. It's kind of a tough thing to do. You have to grab the running end there, bud? Yeah. You're on your bridge. The running end is the one that's hanging between your legs. That's the running end. There you go. Oh hell, you're knocking it out. Yeah, I got tired right there. Cool. Okay. Yeah, you just make it to that one branch there and then see if you can come on down. Cool. So sometimes holding your legs apart on the trunk can help you from swinging a little bit. Good. Throw your right foot up onto that branch and lean back and throw your hips up. There you go. There you are. Keep it up. Whew. That's good enough there, bud. All right. Want to see if you can grab your knot slowly and come down? It kind of sticks pretty good, doesn't it? Yeah, kind of little tugs, and then as it starts running, there you go. Cool. Good job, bud. Okay, so the next one I want to show you is the Blake's knot. And back when I was learning, the Taut line was like the only knot you would know, you know. And when the Blake's came out, it was like the new and up and coming thing. What was super good about the Blake's hitch is it wouldn't run on you. Once you tie it, it stayed in one spot. So anyhow, that's what we're going to work on. So I'll do the same thing as with the Taut line. I'm going to get one length, and then I'll go to another length. Okay, and then the knot, instead of a bowline that I'll use, it'll be a clove hitch. So I already know how to do the clove hitch. So with this one, what you're going to do is gonna feed it through, right? And then you cross over, going in the same direction, and you just make that one cross, right? And then you feed it right back through. What's good about the clove hitch is that you could probably adjust it a heck of a lot better than the bowline. So see, that's your clove, right? So now if I needed to make an adjustment, it's kind of simple, because all I got to do is feed some of the long end and pull the tail. But hopefully this is about the right length that I need. And so now I'm going to get my running end here, and I'll do the same thing. I'll get the length that I want, maybe 8-9 inches. Now instead of going below or anything. All I'm going to do is the 4 wraps upward. So you go 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Now once you get to the top, you got to cross over your bridge. So here's your bridge. When you get to the top one, you cross over, you capture your bridge, and now you go between like the bottom 2. Oops. You get the bottom 2. Now you go straight through, and now you're going to cinch it up. Now remember the taut line, man, that was just a pain to situate, right? Now this one is pretty much set already. You kind of pull it upward, it gets it, and then you put your weight back on it, it holds. Okay, so now same thing. Even though it doesn't run like a taut line, you still need to do, because this is like open, right? You'll still need to do like a figure 8. Oh shit, I got a bug on my ear. Okay, so I like to do my figure 8s close. This one really doesn't run on you though, so once it's set, it's pretty much there. Okay, so now I'm going to grab my gloves. And then I'll give it a whirl. So first I'll do a couple feet up, and I'll do a test real quick, just make sure it holds my body weight. Okay, so ta-da, there it goes. So now what I'm going to do is start body thrusting up the tree again. This is fine. This is a little bit nicer than the taut line. Yeah. Cool. All right. And then what you do is you pull the line. Maybe. There you go. Now here, what you gotta remember though, on the blades, this piece goes and it rubs against the running end, so you don't want to do a running like rappel fast, because you could burn this piece, and if this piece burns, it could snap. Important not to just fly down, you just got to do it with ease. Cool. Okay, now you want to show me the Blake's hitch with the clove? Alright, that's 2 lengths. Okay. Right here, you want to make sure you bring it tight to the metal. Keep on pulling it through close. There you go. Keep on going, a little tighter. So when you pull it through, it'll be really close to the metal, and you don't have to fidget with it. No, don't go on that side. You're going to stay on the opposite side of it. Right here. No, right here. There you go.
That's easy.
There you go. Now make it tight. Cool. Yeah, now pull your other end and make it, there you go. So when you're going to do this, make sure that your thumb's under the bridge. Now make your wraps touch the rope kind of tightly. You're kind of new. Keep your thumb under the bridge and wrap them like wraps, complete wraps. 1, keep it close. That's 2. Pull your tail through so you don't get caught up on it. Another 2 more. That's 3 right here. Keep it tight. Now go 4. Tight. Make it tight. Okay, now go around that bridge and back to the other side, and then pull the bottom 2 open and then throw it inside. There you go. There, pull it tight. There you go. Good. Get your hand out of there. Pull it tight. Hold those loops, pull it tight. Now look at those wraps. I mean, make sure that they're kind of not really all in touching the line. You got to make sure that all those wraps are wrapped tight along that line. There you go. And squish it a little. Pull the tail end a little. Hold the top when you pull the tail end. Hold the top, pull the tail end. Up, up. No, here. You're going to hold this, and now pull your tail end up. There you go. Let me see. Okay, now have a look at it. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Okay, so now get the knot a little. Hold your running end a little, and then push your knot up. There you go. Now put a little bit of weight on it and see how that feels. There you go. That looks like you'll do pretty good. So go ahead and give a figure 8 on that tail end. You don't really have to worry so much that it's close to the knot on this one, because this one really doesn't run on you. It doesn't slide. That was one of the big selling points of the Blake's Hitch way at the beginning of it. Cool. Go ahead and grab your gloves there. So remember, with the body thrust, it's throwing those hips up and your shoulders back and then throwing the knot up. So the more like, I guess, TD taller motion you got, the more length you get. There you go. Okay. Up. There you go. There you go. There you are. Huh? Keep on going, buddy. Only a couple more feet. Yeah, so what's really kind of cool is that this tree is smooth barked. So as you're doing the body thrust, it's a heck of a lot easier than like if it was a rough bark tree. So later on I'll show you a friction saver. If it was a rough bark tree and you use a friction saver, it's super easy. Okay, cool. Little tiny tugs. There you go. Cool. Good job, bud. Okay, so on this video we worked on tying the taut line and the Blake's and how to use it in a conventional tie-in. So the next time what we're going to do is use the Blake's hitch, not really the taut line, because the Blake's is a little bit better knot for me. We'll use the Blake's hitch with a split tail and a few different ways to tie it and ascend with it. And we'll show you kind of why the split tail is better than just using a conventional tie-in. All right, there you go.